Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Moscow in the Federal Agency for Tourism, and today our Russian Travel Hub welcomes new participants, and I would like to introduce to you. Now, the next speaker is Alyona Bezdrashenko, Senior Manager of Kamchat Tour. I'm sorry. And she's going to present Kamchatka as a land of fire and water, so far away from Moscow, but very close to China, to Japan, and with wonderful mountains and other places of interest. Natural place. Good night. It's already nighttime in Kamchatka, 1:45 a.m. So let's start. We are far away from Moscow. Kamchatka is a place of geysers, volcanoes, heli-ski, Russian bears, and lava. Kamchatka is another Russia. As you can see, we are located 9,000 kilometers away from Moscow, which is just 9 hours by plane. Therefore, you can go by plane only to Kamchatka. There is no railroad track, and we only receive cruise ships. There are direct flights every day from Moscow, Novosibirsk, Khabarovsk, and Irkutsk, as well as Vladivostok, Anchorage, and Tokyo and Osaka direct flights in summertime, but Russia only so far. And a few words about our company, Kamchat Tour. We are an inbound international tourist agencies for 30 years. For 30 years now, American and Japanese tourists have been our guests, and we mainly deal with Russians for the last 2 years. Due to certain circumstances, Kamchatka is different from the whole of Russia. You have to come over here for nature, for those who want to see really wild places where there is no developed civilization and services. But let's not speak about bad things. We have been on the market since May 1990, servicing cruise liners, charter flights from Japan. Many tours are available, from complex multi-days expedition to study Commodore and Kuril Islands, ending with one-day trekking tours for those who don't want to go far away. Kamchatka is very diverse. You can find any nature and any leisure here. As far as accommodation is concerned, we are a wild place, but still we have civilized spots. There are some good hotels, certified, and now to get to Kamchatka you can only do that with a PCR test and a QR code, as everywhere in Russia. And if you are going to log or to be accommodated in a hotel, you need a QR code too. Our maximum hotel is a 4-star hotel. A 5-star hotel is being built. It should have been finished last year, if my memory serves me right, but not yet finished. Again, apart from nature, Kamchatka is wild salmon that you can catch yourself in our rivers. It's wild sea fish that you can catch during the day or night, to travel on a boat next to Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky crabs, sea hedgehogs, or wild berries that you can eat safely, and our guides will tell you what is good and what is not. We have wild onion and other things. At the moment, our restaurators and other chefs are going to or cooking local foods with Russian flavor. These are just 5 to 10 hour boat trips. You can meet dolphins, to see sea lions, catch halibut, or you can catch any other fish. You are given all types of angling and fishing rods, and no one will be left without fish. In most cases, you encounter wild animals. There is river fishing too. Our rivers have lots of salmon that comes to our rivers from the Pacific Ocean. We are catching it there, so you can have a heli trip to the river, or you can use a just jeep truck. So that, of course, is more or less expensive. The more affordable river, the less catchment, the less affordable the river, the more fish you may have, and the rare fish you may have. We have all types of salmon, and this is very tasty. This is 5-minute red caviar. Again, all safe. Our base is on the open air. The pride of Kamchatka is Russian bear. Yeah, we do have a geyser field, the Valley of Geysers, of course you have to visit it, and the Karelia Lake with our Russian black bears. You can fly over there infinitely, day or night, have photo tours, picture bears in the outside. And this lake is unique because millions of salmon goes there every year. This is a national park. There are no poachers, and bears feel good. They don't care about people. It's a wonderful excursion, and those who like wild animals will never be bored because you can see a Russian bear 5 meters away from you. And they are located behind an electric fence. They don't care about you or the fence. They're breeding their children, they're catching fish, or they're sleeping, or whatever else. Kamchatka is Volcanoes, the highest or the tallest acting volcano in Eurasia, Kluchevskaya Sopka. It's fuming. However, if you are a prepared climber, you can climb it. But if you are not, you can walk next to it in the outskirts of it. The flat Tolbachik volcano erupted in 1776. There was a newest eruption 10 years ago, so history of geology is taking place in front of us. And there is a volcano in Kamchatka that is erupting at any time, so you will have something to look at. The so-called Domashny or home volcano is Avacinski. Is just 30 kilometers from Petropavlovsk, capital city, and it's always fuming. And you can get there freely to those volcanoes. Apart from them, we have lots of glacier mounts. This is like Alps, but not so high. This is lower ones, but still, it's beautiful. Again, all our trekking sessions vary. Kamchatka could be for well-prepared climbers or regular people. You know, even for elderly, the Avacinski volcano is for hard-boiled men. But there is another volcano which is 2,500 meters, and one Japanese gentleman celebrated his 90-year-old anniversary there, and you can have children, and we can select what you want. Helicopter tours, the Geyser field, or the Kuril Lake. You can go to the Kuril Lake on a car, on a truck, but it's going to take a while. If you're limited by 1 day only, this is a helicopter tour. It's one-way back, for two-way trip, 1 day tour, 50,000 rubles by helicopter. The first picture is a bear from a tower. That's my personal picture, when mother bear is trying to take their teenager bears to somewhere, to the water, and they're not taking care about people. Second illuminator view is the Symmetric volcano. This is a caldera of this volcano. Kamchatka has ethnic and indigenous peoples. The Koryaks, the Evenks, the Itelmens, they have national cuisine. They have reindeer and dog sledging carts. You can check it, you can watch it, you can taste it, you can dance. And there are some people who are still preserving culture of their smaller indigenous local population, giving it from generation to generation. Next, our Petropavlovsk Kamchatsky is a little city on the Avacha Bay. Architecturally, it is not St. Petersburg or Moscow, but it has wonderful little mounds full of greenery, little volcanoes that are not active, of course, and you can walk along the city and you can see seals or sea lions, and this is all without going out. We got used to that. There could be a duck with ducklings or a fox, so 160,000 population, give or take, changing in summer, more in summer and less in winter, because it's fishing and tourism. And the easiest way to get to Kamchatka or to start working with Kamchatka is group tours on fixed dates. It's all around the year. Winter, we have winter program, summer program, and we have spring and autumn program too. Autumnal tours, every week we have a new group. That could be 2, 3, 5, 10 groups, depending on the number of those who want to be there. We break it down by 50, 20 persons, and what is good about those tours is that they are not always confirmed. They could be, we confirm that every time. 1 person in summer and 2 persons in winter at least is the minimum number of people, and we don't have a single booking system in our region. And anyway, you have to make a request, and if you make a request, you shouldn't be worrying. We will do that for you. That's it. And if you going to visit us, don't expect upscale service from Kamchatka. Please don't do that. Or don't expect a 5-star hotel or ideal white linen. We're trying to do our best. Our hotels have improved of late. What happened in the 90s is not comparable to what we have today. We are learning from the West. We take Moscow experts to teach us, and Kamchatka is about nature. You need to go here without any expectations. It's important too, okay, but you need to know that you are going to a wild nature place where you can not meet anyone on 10 kilometers, and you can just try water, drink it from rivers, from springs, and you can eat berries, which is under your feet, or mushrooms. It's environmentally friendly and clean. Now, Kamchatka is a wild place, and you have to hurry up to visit it, because we don't have so many tourists, especially in the last 2 years, because the world has changed. We had so many Chinese and Japanese tourists, European tourists. The last 2 years, it's only our Russian compatriots, and now you can visit the places, very popular places, without anyone else around you, and that's very nice. I advise you to do that.
Good evening once again, Alona. Thank you very much. That's a beautiful area. And I forgot the word volcano. I tried to remember what beautiful things we have in Kamchatka, and they are called volcanoes. We have a big country. Russia is the world's largest country, and we move on from one area to another area. In Kamchatka it's 2 in the morning, and now we go to Altai with picturesque nature, with fishing opportunities. You can eat all kinds of berries there, and today I give the floor to Nikita Lobanov, the commercial operator at Baikal.
Incredibly beautiful Altai is waiting for you. Hi, I'm Nick from snowy Siberia, and thank you all for coming. I have been so excited to be here with you. And what's happening here and now? Probably we are making a history, because it's a great opportunity to become familiar with Russia. Okay, many countries right now online. I know German, France, Spain, Italy, India, United Arab Emirates, and else. And for most of us, English is a second language. So I promise you two things. First, I promise to be really, really simple. Second, I promise you to bring value and far more. Next one, I promise not to use word corona too much for our ears. Okay, so two main goals in my presentation is to, first of all, fall you in love in this legendary region, Altai, and second, introduce you to our company, our leading tour operator, Big Altai. Few words about me. I am not only executive and marketing director, but I'm also a travel guide. So if you are interested in a number of stories that I gathered for 10 years in the field, I'm a man from the field. Let's stay connected. Let's gather our networking system. Let's make a deal, and we will talk about it. So I'd like to start, and we will start from the beginning. So Russian Iceland, Russian Tibet, Russian Switzerland, and Russian Shambhala. It's not about Moscow. It's not about St. Petersburg. It's not about Baikal or Kamchatka. It's all about Altai. So I got something very special for you. So let's start, like, if we compare Russia with a body, right? If we find the center of a body, the solar plexus is the place where Altai is situated. Exactly here. So think about it. Like in Russia, there are 89 regions, and only one, Altai, has a border with 3 different countries. And it's got a special reason. If I have time, I'll speak about it. So, Altai Republic, as you can see on the slide. So we got one city called Gorno-Altaysk, we got one airport, and we got 220,000 inhabitants. Well, don't mean anything, right? Okay, once again. South Korea has the same territory as Altai, but its population is 51 million, and we have 220,000. What does it mean? One person for 1 square kilometer. So Altai is about freedom. Altai is about wild nature. And Altai is about individuals and small group trips. Okay, so we can move a little bit in my presentation. Oh, it's so lack of time. Okay, good news. National Geographic include Chusky Track, which is the main road, in top 10 of the most beautiful world in our world. So it's really incredible. You ask me why it's so incredible. It's just a simple road. I say no. It's a road where you can meet 5 different climate zones during the one road, and it's absolutely stunning. It's just your perfect way to get known with Altai is to pass this road. It's not only average travel, like there is a IMAX and there is a average cinema, and there is average tour and there is 5D tours. What we do in tours, we smell Altai, we taste Altai, we feel Altai, we hear Altai, and we see Altai, and it's blow your mind because it's absolutely fantastic. I have an ideal recipe how to meet Altai. Bruce Lee tell a long time ago, I'm not afraid of someone who practice 10,000 different strike. I'm afraid of person who studies one beat 10,000 times. And this ideal way to meet Altai is our tour called the Big Altai. We practice it more than 10,000 times. We practice it for last 11 years. And we guarantee that it's a perfect way to meet Altai Republic. It got two different duration. We got the first variant where it's 7-day tours, and next one is a round trip in 10 days where you pass the Teletsskaya Lake. Teletsskaya is a second lake in Russia and number 8 in the world, and we pass it during the trip. So what else will we speak about? Maybe because we are colleagues, I need to tell you that we are not a tour operator, not for last 5 years, because we are ecosystem. We create much more than just a tour operator. First of all, we bring much ethnic part in our trips. Then we build our own school for our guides that speak different languages. They got different talents, and it's a brilliant team. They got so much prizes in all of categories. Far more to say, we got our own transport, our unique accommodation, and we got very strict guarantees. So for next years, we got more than 127 dates, and they are fixed. And even we got one participant in a group, we still held it. Yes, it's not profitable. Yes, it's hard, but we got our guarantees. And that's why we are really a good partner, because we never cancel our fixed dates. So let's see in details. Okay, then we got small pause. Great. So first of all, when I say when you taste Altai, I mean you will try a special cuisines. We got local dishes from different nations. There are a number of nations here, at least 3 big one. Then we held a special concert. You will be familiar with throat singers. And many people try not to touch some touristic infrastructure. They want to meet real people in their real life and communicate with them. And that's good about things. I already told you about our team of mountain guides. What else can I say? First of all, about our languages. So we provide not only Russian tours, but we can organize it in English, in Roman language, in French, in Spain, in Italian. And if you got some special request, like for example, if I can make it for you like a tour in Serbian, okay, then we can start to make tour in Serbian. Zato što nije ništa je problema. Let's check what else. What is different? Altai, if you see a few slides below, is really big region, and we spend many time inside the car, and it should be comfortable, and it should be maximum suitable for our traveling. And one of our Mercedes Sprinter bus, you can see on the slide. There are many good and quality tour operators on our market, but only Big Altai can offer you unique accommodation. When I say unique, I say we can make it 5 stars, 4 stars, but also we can offer you craft hotels. One of them is on a slide. And that's really, really important, because when you got a number of dates that will certain will be held, it's really easy to walk. So if you want a stable partner, let's meet in networking. And now I'd like you to discover a little bit about 5D tours. What is this? So 5D tours is a tour where you mix a different type of activities. So for example, one day we try rafting, and next day we go for horse riding. 96% of our visitors ride first time on a horse with us, and it's absolutely safe. Then we got a boat trip, and plus we got hiking in different tours. It can be or hiking or trekking. It's up to request. We can also make some additional fees if someone wants to make a helicopter tour or fishing tour or add some jeeping or make something unique. We also can do it. It's just part of our negotiation. And we deeply trust that this activity that you put inside the tour, that you can touch, you can make music on local music instruments, it's really give you much of your impressions. So we also put you into a situation where you can even create your music band. So about our dish. Altai food is really simple. It's mostly about meat, but also in tour we can provide vegetarian food. And also Altai is really popular for its herbal teas, for its honey, and for anything else you can find in this absolutely unique nature. You can try. And we got few minutes, so first of all I would like you to make a screenshot of this slide, because you easily find the Instagram account, Love Altai, and plus there is a contact, so you can reach me with WhatsApp. And my colleague probably already sent ID to find me in networking. Next 4 days, I promise you to be absolutely open and meet each of you that are interested in Altai. And if you look carefully, I don't make some promo of tour or prices or anything else. What I cannot do, I cannot predict future. I cannot say that next year will be absolutely free and easy to reach, or maybe a year after next year. I don't say it. I won't say one very, very important stuff. There is no other region in Russia or in the world where you can meet 7 different climate zones, where you can meet a desert, where you can meet a semi-desert, where you can go to Alpine and get down to a really comfortable continental climate. Everything you can find here is really impressive. So I start with a phrase that unspoiled and incredibly beautiful Altai is waiting for you, and that's true. Thank you for your attention. That's all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nikita, how is the connection? Can you hear us, Nikita? Excellent. Nikita, thank you for your great talk. We wanted to go to Altai once again. I'll tell you a couple of secrets that are my personal ones. This regards the territory of Altai and the Republic of Altai. In the near future, we will have big operators and investors that will build several hotel centers of a very high level. And they will fit this territory very well. So I think that by this time we will be able to access this area freely. You will be able to enjoy the nature and the place. So we are looking forward to seeing you in Altai. And from lake number 2 of Russia, we move on to the biggest lake, number 1, Baikal Lake. Once again, we have very picturesque nature there. If we were 3,000 kilometers from Moscow just recently, we move 4,000 kilometers away from Moscow now, and we will talk about Lake Baikal that you have certainly heard about. And we will have Yevgenia Golovachuk with us, CEO at Transi Voyage. Hello, Yevgenia. How's the weather?
Hello. Hello. It's very nice weather. It's almost winter is coming here, but we enjoy warm days now, but waiting for beautiful winter. So, good afternoon, dear ladies and gentlemen. Dear colleagues and partners, we are so proud and we're glad to greet you at this online presentation of Russia. My name is Yevgenia. I'm General Manager of DMC Transit Voyage and present here at this presentation the brand Colors of Baikal. Baikal, Lake Baikal, how many times you have heard about this place? That is incredible place of power and energy, a land of legends, a place of fusion of traditions and cultures, a center of attractions for guests from all over the world. Despite the distance that separates us from Europe, Baikal is closer than you can think. Lake Baikal stretches for 600 kilometers in the south of eastern Siberia, between two regions, Irkutsk region and Buryatia region, and the lake and its surroundings, unique and diverse flora and fauna, many historical, natural and archaeological sites are very attractive for tourists. And the closest point to Baikal Lake is the city Irkutsk, at a distance of 5,000 kilometers from Moscow and almost the same from Vladivostok. The time difference with Moscow is plus 5 hours. The fastest way to get us to Baikal Lake is sure by plane, by air. The Irkutsk airport is connected with the largest city of Russia and the world city as well. There is a convenient wide flight program. For example, most of Russian airlines operate domestic flights to Irkutsk daily. For example, from Moscow we have 5-6 flights a day. As well, from other cities such as St. Petersburg, Novosibirsk, Yekaterinburg, Krasnoyarsk, Vladivostok, and other cities as well. And also, Irkutsk airport is an international airport, and we hope that soonest it will be recovery and we will have the same flights with cities as Beijing, Ulaanbaatar, Seoul, Hong Kong, Bangkok, Tokyo, and others. And since 2022, Irkutsk will work as e-visa checkpoint. And of course, Irkutsk is one of the greatest and largest stations of Trans-Siberian Railway, from Moscow to Vladivostok and from Moscow to Beijing via Mongolia. It's really the dream of many, many travelers. So, what is the Lake Baikal? First of all, Baikal is a pearl of Siberia, as well as the land of mystics and shamans. It's a unique place in the earth, site of World UNESCO Heritage in the world, with maximum depth more than 1,600 meters. It's the oldest lake in the world, more than 25 million years old. You can imagine this. Then it's 20% of fresh water of the world. It's a very unique lake in the world. So Baikal Lake can surprise you by its diversity because we have 4 seasons. We can surprise you with authentic local food, with culture, because here live in many peoples, Russian and indigenous people like Buryat, Tofalars and Evenks. Baikal, its diverse nature, boundless taiga, fascinating steppes, inaccessible mountains, powerful rivers and thermal springs. Baikal is developing now, and we have developing infrastructure with good hotels, transportation and experienced guides. We speak English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Chinese, Japanese and Korean languages. So we can surprise you also with local wooden architecture and Trans-Siberian Railway, which is passing along the Baikal Lake on the southern part. And of course, it is people, hospital, and in love with their homeland. Just a moment, I will switch for another slide. Just a moment. So, Irkutsk is the main place where almost all programs begin or end. From Irkutsk, many trips we make to different parts of Baikal Lake. For example, to Listvyanka village, which is called is the visit card of Baikal Lake. Alpine Island is the heart of Baikal Lake. The small sea, or Malaya More, it's a part of the lake between mainland and Alpine Island. The southern part of Baikal Lake with Sludyanka and Baikalsk with its snow resorts, Circumbaikal Railway, the ancient part of famous Trans-Siberian, Arshan with hot thermal springs, and further to the eastern part of Baikal with Ulan-Ude and Uсть-Barguzin in Buryatia region. Baikal is located in the center of Eurasia continent, and our region is characterized by a sharply continental climate. And this means pronounced seasonality, a short, warm summer, a gorgeous golden autumn, a cold but stunningly beautiful winter with frozen ice, a blooming spring. So let's start from summertime and what tours we can do. 3 months of summer give us opportunity to travel almost around the lake. It's period of hiking, jeep tours, Baikal seal watching, cruises, kayaks, rafting. It's time to admire blooming nature and catching the energy of this place. Then we have autumn, which is the favorite period for photographers and artists. Explosion of gold, red, and yellow colors. It's still sunny and warm. There is no wind and the air is transparent and clear. So Baikal autumn is very bright and colorful. It's incredibly beautiful. We can do helicopter tours, cruises as well, horse riding and other activities. And then we come to wonderful winter time on Baikal Lake. Baikal blue ice is very fairy tale. Crystal ice under your foot, the biggest ice skating rink in the world. Dozen forms of ice and colors of ice. It's very spectacular. Ice skates and hammocks of ice. So hard to imagine that it's all in the one place only. Seems that it's too cold here, but with appropriate clothes and with warm hospitality, you will feel care and enjoy this very beautiful time. Skiing, skating, snowmobiling, hovercraft, special transportation called trekkle, dog sledding, sauna, fishing is just few activity possible in wintertime on Baikal. So then the springtime is coming with awakening nature, a variety of landscapes, natural and man-made attraction, all season, location in two regions give us unlimited opportunities for organizing various types of tours and programs, active programs in different seasons. Then Baikal is a paradise for photographers for both amateurs and professional. Photo tours on winter time to catch blue ice, melting of ice, flowering of rhododendron, golden autumn, and formation of the ice. Very unique opportunity to see Baikal in 4 different seasons, 4 different structures. Then it's gastronomic tours, opportunity to try to test Russian cuisine, Buryat local cuisine, Siberian cuisine, the cuisine of all believers in Buryatia, and also Baikal cuisine, and special catering absolutely amazing on ice. Sightseeing and cultural tours with the main places of visit, ethnographical tours, its possibility to be acquainted with the people of Siberia, Buryats, events, all believers, Tofalars, religious and pilgrimage associated with Orthodoxy, shamanism, Buddhism, and other religions. Baikal also its ecological tours, eco trails, volunteer projects, its business meeting, MICE, conferences, seminars, etc. It's event tourism, festivals, forums, winter events of ice festival, art and music festivals. It's historical tours, the Great Tea Way and Trans-Siberian tours as well. It's wooden architecture of Siberia. So everyone can find on Baikal Lake something special and unique. And few words about our company. So the Transsib Voyage company has been open in Russia and Baikal Lake to guests from all the world for more than 12 years. We are a team of professionals working for more than 15 years in the field of tourism and hospitality. We have extensive experience in organizing individual and group tours of various types and directions, as I mentioned before. Now, due to the current situation, we focus on mini groups and family trips. We organize programs on famous Trans-Siberian Railway, both on regular train and charter special train, for example, on exclusive Grand Trans-Siberian Express train. We are engaged in the development of turnkey tours, its selection and making of routes, selection and booking of hotels and activities on request. We ensure safety and comfort throughout the program, pay special attention to measures to protect against COVID-19. We use special regulation within our company and working with suppliers, guides, transportation, hotels and restaurants. And we provide our guests with individual protective equipment, such as masks, antiseptics, and so on. We provide support for guests according to their program, and we speak the same language with our guests. So it's English, French, Italian, and other languages as well. We pay attention for every detail of the program. And the most important thing in our tours for guests is the immersion to Russian culture with Siberian of Baikal with us. And you could contact us in a convenient way for you. So you can see on this slide our email, our mobile phone, and we use in Telegram and WhatsApp messengers. We can easily communicate with you. And also you can look at our Instagram account to find more interesting information about Lake Baikal and amazing photos of Baikal Lake in all seasons. Thank you very much for your attention. We will be glad to answer all your questions and we'll be glad to cooperate with you. Let me hand you over to my colleagues. Thank you very much.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now broadcasting from the Federal Agency for Tourism in Moscow, and here there is a unique presentation about the largest lake in the world, Baikal Lake. And now let's go to Republic of Karelia. I used to be there last summer, and I had a chance to swim in a cold, black-colored Ladaga Lake. It's a unique place, and our country is big, as I said, and we can travel north or southbound at the same time, and the picture will be changing accordingly. So Karelia is our Finland, where there is a lot of Finnish culture, Finnish food, traditions, names of the places, and now we are going to introduce Karelia, and Arina and Eintrop from the Stella tour operator is online. Hello, Karina. What is the weather there?
Hello, it's pretty cold today and we are looking for a new season here in Karelia. Well, thank you for your words about Karelia. Hello everyone. Hello to all the representatives of other regions of Russia. Hello to all the viewers. My name is Arina and I represent Stella Karelia, the largest tour operator in Karelia. We are engaged in active tourism. We have a lot of experience. Since 2002, we have hosted over 7 the region with us. We also have experience working with foreign tourists. Well, Karelia is closer than you think. The Republic has a unique culture developed by the Finns, as it was already told, and Vespians, who have all been living here alongside Russians for centuries. The Republic of Karelia shares a border with Finland, and the Republic's capital, Petrozavodsk, founded by Peter the Great, and has a good railroad links to both Moscow and St. Petersburg. Over 50% of the territory is covered with forests, and there are over 60,000 lakes here, taking up around a quarter of the territory. Karelia is a good choice for those who are drawn by nature's beauty and opportunities for outdoor adventures. Why do we insist you to come to Karelia? In winter, it attracts people who come here to enjoy the real Russian winter, ride a snowmobile and dog sled through a snow-covered forest and a frozen lake, feel the growing frost, whereas in summer, people come for camping, hiking, whitewater rafting, hunting, and fishing. And we are here today ready to show you some of our tours. Karelian Exclusive is a combination of everything we love, cherish, and adore about Karelia, and everything we want to share with our guests. During this tour, you'll see places created by nature itself. Kivach Waterfall, the second largest flat waterfall in Europe. Geysers Volcano, the oldest volcano on the planet. It is more than 2-3 billion years old, a place of strength for local people. Paulos Canyon, there is a pavilion. We stop there during our snowmobile trip, appreciate the beauty of nature, enjoy food and good company of travelers around a warming fireplace. We show our guests places of man-made creation. On Lichny Island, we walk inside the oldest church in Karelia, built in the 17th century, the Church of Peter and Paul. We make a stop at a place called Belaya Gora, where we visit a partially destroyed church of 19th century. Throughout the trip, we pass by sparsely populated and abandoned Karelian villages. We also travel to the first Russian resort, Marshall Waters. It was founded in Karelia after Peter the Great's wandering in Europe, where he discovered the culture of resorts. Here you can taste the water from the natural reservoirs, as the Russian emperor himself did. And all this acquaintance with Karelia and its history is fun and heartwarming. We ride snowmobiles, dog sleds. We walk through the snow-covered forest with snowshoes. We also taste national Karelian cuisine. Karelian trout cooked on a stone, on a log, smoked trout, several types of vendas, the national soup lohiketo cooked in different ways, venison, cranberries and cloudberry jam, and Karelian pastries. One of the most popular places in Karelia and a place it is known for, the Kiji Island. Kiji Island is a pearl of Russian wooden architecture. Traditional buildings from all over Karelia were brought here. So now the Kiji Island is a true open-air museum. We'll go to the island on a snowmobile. You will restrain the temper of this iron machine, enjoy the silence and bewitching beauty of Karelian landscapes and the sleeping Alnega Lake. Why do we invite you to travel to Kiji Island in winter? Well, in the summertime, there are always a lot of people, constant queues that can spoil the impression of visiting Kiji. Whereas in winter, it is not so crowded here, so you can enjoy the masterpiece of wooden architecture in a more private atmosphere. Among the summer tours, two stands out. The first one is called Your Karelia, and it's the twin brother of Karelian Exclusive. When the ice melts, we have additional options in terms of activities. So during this tour, our guests head down the river in rafts, try subsurfing, and sail to Lichny Island on boats. Instead of snowmobiles, we ride jeeps and quad bikes. Nowadays, unusual travel accommodations become more and more popular. The first glamping in Karelia was built this year near one of the most beautiful lakes. There is a national park called Ladagaskaris that consists of 650 rocky islands separated by straits, channels, and bays. Glamping is located on one of these islands. Each house is a hemispherical tent with comfortable beds and electricity. Each day on this trip is filled with adventures. Jeep trips, climbing a mountain, trekking down the ecological paths, boat trips along the Ladagaskaris, rafting, traveling to Valam, and through Karelian villages. You will not only see Karelia hidden places with your own eyes, but also taste it. Every day, a professional chef will cook for you Karelian dishes. These 4 tours are just the tip of the iceberg, but any of our tours will certainly contain these 3 components. National cuisine. Karelian trout cooked on a stone on a log, smoked trout, several types of vendors, national superflohicata cooked in different ways, venison, cranberries and cloudberry jam, Karelian pastries. Wooden architecture of Russian North. We visit old Karelian villages, abandoned and sparsely populated, and places like Kinerma, Belaya Gora, Lichny Island, and of course Kiji Island. And the third component, we provide different types of activities: snowmobiles, dog trekking, snowshoeing, hiking, rafting, dog trekking, riding horses, subsurfing, quad bikes, a helicopter even, if there is such a need. What else can I say you about working with us and about going to trip with us? We provide multiple menu options. We take into account individual characteristic. In our tours, all inclusive. All you have to do is to come to Karelia. Our tours are suitable for family travels. Most of our tours are weekend oriented. You don't have to leave your work in the middle of the week, and if you even have a day or 2, you can come to relax, reboot, and get energized. Each guest receives a Karelian gift after the trip. I believe that's how any business in 21st century actually work. And our equipment base allows us to host 400 guests at the same time. So we are open to work not only with individual like family trips, but also work trips, business trips, and big company adventures. So share your time in Karelia with us. Let's keep in touch. We will be glad to create a unique vacation for you and your clients. Thank you for your attention, and we'll be waiting for you in the network system. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Arina, once again. Good evening in Moscow, and we are saying goodbye to wonderful Karelia and Arina. On my behalf, I would say that I recently visited Karelia by car. It was a good trip. You know, sometimes Russian roads leave much to be desired, but this is a wonderful road to St. Petersburg and back, and further to the north to Karelia. And there are many places on the way where you can camp or make a tent and just go to the Russian bath or swim. And there are a few hotels with a good level of service and quality, and they are good to be there. And now, from a slightly frozen land of Karelia, let's go to the south of Russia. We have sand beaches, and there are wonderful pieces of nature. Nature is good everywhere in Russia, but let's go 1,500 kilometers to the south of Moscow, the city of Sochi. I travel a lot. I've recently visited Sochi and I attended Formula One. Our men will understand what I mean when it's 100 meters away from roaring motors or engines. I recommend you to visit that unique place because Sochi is unique. I always say that Sochi is unique. That's really true because there is sea where you can bathe, and in 30 minutes time you can ski in the mountains. I would never recall a place like that in the world where you can have it. So Anna Trotsenko, the Riviera tour operator, you are kindly invited to visit Sochi. Anna, what is the weather today?
Good day, everyone. Hopefully you felt the spirit of Sochi and shared the emotions that we wanted to bring you. Welcome to Sochi. Welcome to Riviera Sochi. We welcome you on behalf of our company. And of course, it's a great honor and joy for us to be among the best and to share this presentation of the best opportunities that we can meet here in Russia and to be among all the regions and all the beautiful people that share today presentations about our beautiful country. So Riviera, Sochi, Riviera DMC has the expertise of 22 years. We have the background in this sphere, which proves to be the best and professional in the region, and we hope in the country. And we are local. We can boast the consistency because we are from here and we know every corner of our city and our region. And this is our strength. This is what we are happy to share with you. with professionals and with our tourists. Our expertise is proved by staging and developing many tailored programs and the events that we took part as the organizers. And among the large-scale events of world class are, of course, the Olympic Games, the Paralympic Games, where we participated as the organizers and operators of different services, and where we assisted our partners from different parts of the world. So where are we? We are the very south of our large and beautiful and fantastic country. Here is the map. You can see we are in Sochi, and we are very close to the main transport hubs, the logistics hubs such as Moscow and Istanbul. And it's pretty much about 2 hours and a half from Moscow, 3 hours from St. Petersburg, and about 2 hours and a half from Istanbul. By the way, we are very popular to visit on such trips where there is a combination, let's say, the classical tours around Moscow and St. Petersburg or Kazan, and then the city break that brings tourists to the very south of Russia. And here we are, we meet them as we meet and greet you today. We have the contemporary airport, and we are happy to offer services and accommodation at international chains and authentic Russian hotels. So be our guest. That's what we say today, and every day. That's how we meet and greet our tourists. And we welcome you at the best resort of Russia. If before it was just maybe a saying, after the Olympic Games of 2014, it is the fact, because we are the best resort of Russia with the best logistics and infrastructure, with the new hotels that were built specifically for the Games time and for the needs of the Olympic and Paralympic Games. Moreover, we welcome you at the foothills of the Great Caucasus. Here you will experience not only Russian hospitality, but the true Caucasian hospitality. Moreover, you'll find yourself in an international, multicultural environment with more than 120 ethnicities living here in Sochi. It's indeed a real patchwork of cultures, of different types of cuisine, of customs and traditions, and indeed it is a variety of natural sites and beautiful natural attractions and sightseeings. And of course, we welcome you in the Olympic capital. This is what stays with every Olympic city forever. Yes, we are the Olympic capital from 2014, and we are very proud about it. All the previous presenters were sharing the unique features of their regions, and of course we have the same, and we are full of love. And we love what we do, and we love our city and our region and our nature and culture. Among the modern sites, there is the Olympic Park, the coastal cluster that you see right now on your screens, and this is something very interesting, and we have very positive feedback that apart from classical tours that I'm sure everyone of you knows, and you've been to Sochi, among the sightseeings that we offer, waterfalls and canyons and the mountains, we now have this new attraction, the Olympic Park of Sochi with all the ice palaces, which is very interesting and indeed something that other cities cannot boast. We also host in the Olympic Park the Formula One events. But I would like to invite you to travel from the coast and to start exploring our mountains. And here we are to our foothills, to Matsesta region, to our canyons, and the foothills that in some part covered by tea plantations. Here in Sochi, we have the southernmost tea plantations, and here we can offer the traditional Russian tea tasting, and there is a traditional folk artwork museum where you can enjoy and have a glance of Russian traditional culture with their souvenirs from different parts of our country. So the southernmost tea plantations in the world are waiting for you, and we make sure that you'll have a cup of the best tea. You can visit the old sites and new production sites and cycles and see how the tea is produced. So we travel further on, and I invite you to follow the canyon of the River Zimtan, and here we are at Sky Park at AJ Hackett, Sochi. It's one of the global sites presented by AJ Hackett with, of course, investment and initiative of the local businessman. This is a beautiful example of a modern approach and another mindset that people demonstrate. We have the true beauty of nature, the canyons, the waterfalls, the mountains. And again, we are happy to offer something different, something new, something that is not maybe even expected. And here we are now in Krasnaya Polyana destination, our beautiful Krasnaya Polyana mountains, where there are so many places to visit, and the snow peaks. By the way, today, right today, we have had the first snow in the mountains, and now you can breathe the snow in the air, as our kids in Sochi say, oh, the weather has changed, I can breathe, I can feel it smells like snow. That means that somewhere in the mountains that are very close to our city, when we drive our kids to school, we can see the snow peaks of the mountains around Sochi. So that means that the first snow is there. Indeed, our Krasnaya Polyana snow, this fluffy, very soft snow, is a signature of Krasnaya Polyana. That's why people from all over the world come here to ski and snowboard. And don't forget, it's just 40 kilometers from the coast. In May, you can snowboard and ski, and then in even 30 minutes, you can come to the coast, to Adler district, and then you can swim in the Black Sea. And due to this quality of snow, tourists and both amateurs and professionals from all over the world, they enjoy the heli skiing. Still, nowadays, it is a limited amount of sites where you can do heli skiing. And in Krasnaya Polyana, we have 3 resorts. The capacities are the following. Rosa Huta Resort offers 102 kilometers of piste, Krasnaya Polyana 30 kilometers, and Gazprom 35 kilometers of piste. Krasnaya Polyana offers all kinds of outdoor activities for individual travelers, for families with children, for professional athletes. And I would like to mention that we have a whole range of sport events, marathons, sky running events, and we have athletes from all over the world coming and enjoying this beautiful landscape and environment with interesting tracks, as they say. So we are open for individual travelers and groups. We have very positive feedback from tourists from Iran and India and Israel. And I remember my guests, how they were happy seeing the snow in the first time in their lives. This is something very touching, and this is what stays in memory. That's what they bring back to their countries, and that's what stays with us. We enjoy their impressions. And European travelers, they enjoy this quality of snow that I have mentioned. Here we are, still in Krasnaya Polyana. You see this family picture because this is what we enjoy. We enjoy nature and climate, and that's what we try to raise our children, local children in. We take them trekking and hiking, and this is what we are more than happy to share with you, to share the best routes that we know as locals. Another interesting tradition of Russia that is strongly supported here in the south of Russia and in the mountains is spar and banya. We have a choice of banya and traditional and ethnic treatments that you can try. Among contemporary attractions, we can offer visits and tours to casinos. By the way, we even have groups that specifically come to visit casinos, and the feedback is very positive. So again, another opportunity. Yachting, because we are on the coast, and here we do not only mean that it is possible to yacht in Sochi, but you can visit Gelendzhik and Anapa and other sites because we are on the coast. We are not limited to Sochi. We operate through the region, and among new attractions are such sites as two golf sites in Gelendzhik and Rayevskaya. We, of course, enjoy agricultural tourism because this is the background of our region with farms, with local Black Sea cuisine and the local cottage cheeses that are produced all through the region. And of course, this brand, this new trend, wineries that are very well known, not only in our region, but all through the country now. Historically, of course, there are wineries that are more than 100 years old and refer to the Tsar period of time and even to the ancient world because this is what the ancient Greeks brought to the region, and this is what we enjoy studying and exploring and offering again this to our tourists. Because as an example, would like to bring this signature tour that was listed by the Russian Geographical Society, the wine routes of the Bosporan Kingdom that we designed and we promoted together with our partners and having support from the Russian Geographical Society and museums of the regions. By the way, this is a trans-regional route. Here we have a mix of history, archaeology, culture, and wine, and here I would like to mention very good wine. And we launched this tour. It is an example of tailored tour, of signature tour, but we would like to mention that we have a whole list of programs. Every of this program can be tailored to your needs, to the interests of your tourists. So let us know your expectations, and we'll try. We are sure that we'll bring you the right emotions. We'll meet the expectations, and we'll bring something more than that, because we want to share the emotions of our attitude towards what we do, and share the vibes, our culture, our history. And here we invite you and your tourists to our Cossack and ancient region, and we are happy to hospitably welcome you here. We invite and encourage you to come. So waiting for your tourists. We are open for questions. Please send us your inquiries. We are here for you, and we'll be more than happy to see your guests that will become our guests. Thank you.
Anna, thank you very much once again. I hope you have good weather. Is the sun warming you up? Is it sunny? Thank you very much. I hope that you love wine, and we welcome you at the Federal Agency for Tourism. And now we are staying in the Krasnodar region. We will talk once again about Sochi. This is our gem, our pearl, and we would really love you to come to see us. And we will have Elena Akinshina, Director of Planet Sochi, Premium Tourism. Hello, Elena. Hello, dear colleagues. I'm happy to see you here. It's so nice to be here and to present this region to you. Thanks to our colleagues from Sochi, they already told you about the beauty of our region. Of course, 15 minutes is too little for us to tell you everything about our wonderful region and our amazing opportunities. Please switch my slides on. Today I would like to tell you about the possibilities for premium tourism and business tourism in the south of Russia. And we would like to tell you about some routes from Sochi to Anapa. I think that I can be talking tirelessly about our region. We will start from Sochi, and I'd like to tell you about this region. Of course, for me, this is the gem of the Black Sea, and the opportunities that we had in the last 6 years after the Olympic Games were held are boundless. I'm sure that we will satisfy our choosiest clients. We will show them our high-level hotels. And we have lots of five-star hotels in 2014 when the Olympics was held. And then well-known hotel chains came to our region such as Marriott, Radisson, and others. Sometimes the level of service is amazing for our guests, and the opportunities, the possibilities of our hotels are great. It's English-speaking personnel. It's about unprecedented safety measures taken at our hotels, and you will be happy about it as professionals because you are responsible for your tourists. And what is important for a picky client, along with accommodation and service, you need additional activities. We can welcome guests who will fly here by private jet. We can offer unique transport. We can offer the services to which you are used all over the world, such as renting a yacht. And of course, we have our own concierge service, working 24/7, which provides the best quality services to our VIP clients. You will be surprised with the multinational cuisine, which is really diverse. Furthermore, there are a lot of fantastic restaurants. It's not just restaurants where you can grab a meal or enjoy great breakfast, dinner or supper, but you can also try the local cuisines, our Black Sea cuisine, and our chefs adapt the diversity of this cuisine so well that in Sochi and in the Krasnodar region you can even see restaurants that are getting ever better and better, and their chefs compete with each other in terms of their own methods of serving a dish, and this results in amazing quality. Your clients will be amazed with the level of service and quality at our restaurants. And of course, the infrastructure is developing for VIP clients. This raises even more interest from business tourists to our region. and we have some really interesting programs. We have this new trend, is leisure, combining leisure and work, and we have great conference platforms to hold international level events where you can hold business meetings, strategic partner meetings, unbelievable events, and a unique program, a unique incentive program for our business clients and VIP clients. This includes active programs in the mountains. Well, I can't switch the slides, but as my colleagues already said, Black Sea resorts are combined very well with the visit to Sochi by our foreign partners. You can make a visit to Sochi and just within 2 hours of flight from the capital of Russia, you can get to Sochi, Gelendzhik or Anapa. And there are very convenient 5-day programs with 2 or 3 nights of stopping in Moscow, and then you can fly to this region, and our cities are connected with Moscow with regular flights, which is very convenient and comfortable. There are some issues with my clicker. Alright, I'll try to sort it out. Well, now I will tell you a bit about our region. Sochi is a unique region, as just said. It's located in 2 climate zones. I'm not doing anything, the clicker just switches the slides by itself. Maybe that's my energy, that's how it works. Colleagues, can you help me? It lives on its own. So Sochi is a unique region which is located in 2 climate zones, subtropic and continental climate. And there are a lot of specially protected areas, which is amazing. We are on the same latitude with Nice, and Sochi is the Russian Riviera. It's one of the longest cities in the world, and our location is amazing. That's the central Sochi, the Olympic Park zone, and Krasnaya Polyana, which is an alpine ski resort that is located 40 minutes away from the main Sochi. In Sochi you can enjoy the blooming of fantastic plants in the subtropics, and within an hour and a half you can do some mountain skiing at the altitude of 2,000 meters above the level of the sea. Regarding the activities that you can be engaged with in Sochi, we did our best to make this 5-day tour. This can be a gastronomic travel with a view on the marina, then you can walk along the historical center of Sochi. The next day you can go to the mountains and visit this alpine ski resort, where you can go up to the height of 2,200 meters above the sea level, and in the evening you can have a great evening in a casino with a beautiful company. And then we can send you to the Alpine Olympic Park, where you can enjoy the Olympic facilities of the year 2014, and our guests can take a ride in Bolid's Formula One, and our routes, our race roads are among the most beautiful in the world. And there are also yacht trips with dolphins, and there is an amazing view of Caucasian mountains and the beautiful city of Sochi, the gem of the Black Sea. So this is the tour we are offering to our clients. You can see it here. It's not Sochi that is an amazing region. We are moving on and we get to another beautiful region, Anapa and Gelencik. And right now it's a separate region from Sochi. There are amazing soils here, which is why we have lots of wine tourism prospering here. And every year we discover new vineyards and wineries which are with the best international brands. In the territory of the Krasnodar region, there used to be the Bosphor kingdom. It's the 3rd or 4th century BC, and this is where you can see a lot of beautiful dolmens that are older than Egyptian pyramids. And furthermore, we also have golf tourism. That's an amazing sport that attracts golf tourists, golf amateurs from all over the world. And we have a golf club in Gelencik where you can learn this game and also participate in an international tournament to match your equals. And there is a view over a picturesque Gelencik Bay, and our clients can enjoy those wonderful views. The hotels of the region have 5 stars. We can see first-class service. You can find the accommodation in a villa or at a beautiful hotel. And there are some amazing tours. As I said, there is gastronomic tourism, wine tourism, golf tourism. There are beautiful views. There is spa tourism. All of this is included in our tours. As our tourists come to Gelencik, they go to beautiful wineries. They have yacht trips, they play golf, and they really enjoy this lifestyle, and this is what we possession, and we have unique tours at our company. Talking about us as Planeta Sochi, our main area is accommodation of VIP tourists and business tourists, and we also work with our foreign partners. We have been in the market for more than 20 years. We organized more than 250 MICE events, and more than 450,000 tourists already visited this region via us, and this is really valuable. What we have been doing for these 20 years. Our main areas of work, as I already said, it's VIP travel, exclusive VIP tours. We have a nice collection of tastes that we are proud of, a collection of meetings with interesting people in this region, a collection of fantastic emotions that our clients can feel as they come to our region and see those amazing opportunities. That's the menu of impressions that we are offering to our clients. They are always returning to us and working with our pleasure. We provide transport offers, and we also set up a concierge service 24/7, which fulfills the orders of the choosiest clients. And of course we hold lots of different events according to the preferences of the customers. We will work with you with great pleasure. There is little time to present all the regions, so please fix a meeting and our English-speaking employees will tell you about all the opportunities in our region, and I hope that we will have fruitful cooperation for many years. Thank you very much for this opportunity to talk to you. We are looking forward to more fruitful cooperation. Thank you. Thank you, Lena. I hope that the weather is good there and you look great. Thank you. Yes, the weather is beautiful. I'm in Gelendzhik already. That's great. Say hello to Gelendzhik hotels. I'm at the Primorye Hotel right now. That's great. We participated in its launch. That's great. Thank you, Stanislav. I will say hi from you to the CEO. Thank you very much. Well, I think you understood where you need to go. I'm already going there. Actually, I need to go there tomorrow. And now we are moving eastwards. And we have an interesting region that is called Dagestan. There is the sea there. There is some delicious fish, local delicious cuisine, which is very different from the Russian cuisine that might have tasted in Sochi. So we are going there right now, and Natalia Isayan will tell you about this unique region. Natalia, how's the weather? It's plus 5 degrees. That's great. It's plus 5 here as well, I think. Hello, colleagues. Hello, dear tourism lovers. I am the Elgas tour operator. That's the United Tour Operator for the North Caucasus. And I would like to offer Dagestan to your attention. It's a pearl of the Caucasus. It's a major discovery of the entire 2021 year. The pandemic showed that we have not only Baikal, Moscow or St. Petersburg, we also have the Caucasus, and in particular Dagestan. But first of all, I would like to tell you more about our company Elgas. We've been on the market since 2018. We are located in Grozny. This is our base, but we also have an office in Moscow and Makhachkala, which is the capital of Dagestan. Our goal is developing tourism routes in the North Caucasus so that people learn that this is safe, beautiful, delicious, amazingly interesting, and we offer tours of any kind to you, individual or group tours. We work with mice, we work with some very difficult orders, we offer concierge services to our tourists, and our team is ready to organize this tour for you and your guests, and you will certainly never forget it again. So where is Dagestan? It's located at the coast of the Caspian Sea. It borders on Georgia, and then there is the territory of Russia, Chechnya, and also it borders on some other eastern Middle Eastern countries. The population of Dagestan is just 3 million people. Compared to Russia, it's not much, but Dagestan is the multi-ethnical republic in Russia, because there are about 60 nationalities speaking 32 languages in Dagestan. Just imagine that. 90% of the population is Muslims, and Dagestan is famous for a lot of mosques. So for our Arab market, it's a big advantage. What else can we say about Dagestan? The distance from Moscow is just 2 hours 20 minutes by plane. The longest sandy beach in the world is here. The longest sandy beach in the world. The longest road tunnel in Russia is also here. And for our tourists, every time it's an attraction. So interesting when they go to this tunnel and wait for it to end, but it never ends. And I think that you've heard about Habib Nurmagomedov. This is our well-known fighter who represents Dagestan at all sports competitions in the world. Dagestan is almost also famous for its nature. Nature is unspoiled by man in Dagestan. You can see nature face to face. The biggest canyon and the deepest canyon in Eurasia is located here. It's called the Sulak Canyon, and its deepest point is 1,920 meters. It's deeper than the Grand Canyon in the United States. And people put this canyon on their albums because water is beautiful here. It doesn't contain any special properties. It's always of this beautiful color. Also, here we have a unique underground waterfall. It's located next to Isalta village. And there is this Isalta gauge or grotto where people love to take photos. You can see it on the photo. You don't need any advanced Japanese photo cameras. It's how it is, and you will remember it for a long time. You will remember about this trip underground. There are also weeping waterfalls. There is the Karabakh gauge here. You just get into a sack and you think you get to another planet. There is a lot of humidity here, but when the sun goes up, you have this feeling of being surrounded by a stone sack. And the energy, the vibes are very strong in this place. It's really unforgettable. Dagestan is almost famous for a huge number of abandoned villages, which are called owls here. It's like Machu Picchu in Dagestan. For example, this one. It's located at the altitude of about 2,000 meters. And your car can get you to a certain place, but you can't get there by car, just by horse or on foot. And the last resident died in this village in 2016. It's really beautiful. It's very authentic. And almost all our tours include mounting to this abandoned village. There are nice views here and some very strong vibes like in all the mountains of Dagestan. Also in Dagestan there is another very interesting place which is called the sand dune Seracom. No one knows how this place appeared 300 kilometers away from the nearest desert. This is the largest sand dune on Eurasia. It's not blown away by wind. It stands in this place. And this is where the famous Soviet film The White Sun of the Desert was shot. And this is another site that is a must-see for our guests who come to Dagestan. What else can we tell you about Dagestan people in general? They are a very hospitable nation, but they are also very good with their hands. Every Dagestan village is famous for a certain craft. For example, the Kubachi village is famous for its blacksmiths, who are very good at silversmiths, those silver and golden items, which are a piece of art. On the right, you can see the art of Balhar village. It's also handmade. You can buy these items or take photos of them. It will be a great memory of your trip to Dagestan.
On the left side, you can see the Unsukul wood carving with special craftsmanship. The Unsukul village, a very long, lasting, I would say, dating back craft. On the right side, you can see the Derbent town carpet making. Why? Carpets from Derbent are good because versus other carpets, they can live hundreds of years, and you can be sure that this, if you buy it, you can be sure that even your big family walking on that, and it's very nice and it's very robust, made by the hands of beautiful Dagestani women, and this is a good gift to your family or friends. Now you can see the Narincala Fortress, a feature or signature of Derbent, the second oldest city of Russia. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is older than 2000 years and it is preserved as before. We have guided tours there, and those streets were walked by Persians or Arabs who were trying to conquer Dagestan. And that fortress is one of the wonders of Russia that our guests are going to picture. Speaking about the fact that Dagestan is located on the Black Sea, you can see how good beaches are there, and you can combine mountain visits as well as sunbathing and bathing in the Caspian Sea. The sea is nice, the sand beaches are even nicer, and we recommend you to stay at least 1 or 2 days on those wonderful beaches to have a full rest. Speaking about a trip to Dagestan, we have to say a few words about Dagestani cuisine. It is not that diverse as Azerbaijani or Georgian, but it's very individual, and it is made up of local products, no GMO, nothing brought from anywhere else. It's everything good for your health, very tasty, and it's all green things, meat and dough, and you will be happy. And if you tried it, you would never be disappointed, because every Dagestani nation or nationality has their own cuisine, and those cuisines differ. What else is available in Dagestan? It is not only mountaineering or hiking. There are all types of sports or extreme tourism, and you can just speedboat, horseback riding, bungee jumping, the SUP boats or boards, trekking tours, off-road vehicles, whatever you can see on the list is available, and this is not an exhaustive list. We always offer to our guests what could be interesting for them to have maximum leisure, and their wish list. Nearly all wish lists can be satisfied. And now this is our contact details, and you can take a picture or you can get in touch with us at any time. We are different from all Dagestani tourist companies is that because we have interpreters with English, French, German, Turkish, as well as professional guides and drivers, and you will feel it because you are spending 8-9 hours with a guide every day, and not every moment of your trip is tracked by managers, and he would also feel in advance all your wishes, and we guarantee that your trip would be unforgettable. Besides, I can tell you that you could fly over direct flights from Dubai, Istanbul, Moscow, or any other city. Please visit Moscow or St. Petersburg, but then come to the Caucasus of Russia. We look forward to getting you and seeing you here. Thank you for your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, the sunny Dagestan is waiting for you, and on my personal behalf, I would say that you would ever try the lamb meat better than in Dagestan. Thank you, Natalia, for a wonderful trip to Dagistani cuisine. What is served in that wonderful republic lamb is the best in the world. But we have to move on, and we are going northbound now to talk to the commander of Aurora Borealis, or Polar Lights. Now, the chief of Polar Lights is Yelena Purlets from the Rainbow of the North company. You cannot imagine how beautiful is it there. It's just a few thousand kilometers away from Moscow. 2-hour flight and you are there. What is the weather in Murmansk? It's 1 degree above 0 Celsius. Everything melts. Well, are you beyond the Arctic Circle? Yes, we are in the Arctic. That's warm, that's summer for the Arctic. All right, the floor is yours, Elena. Hello, everybody. Thank you for a wonderful opportunity. To my regret, I have no picturesque presentations as my colleagues have, but I would like to make you fall in love with the Russian North, and I'm an employee of the Raduga Severa, or the Rainbow of the North in English, travel company. We're one of the major companies there, 20 years in the market, and the Murmansk Oblast, where we are located, this year it has certified voluntarily all tourist guides there, and we have only 3 official guides, and 2 are employed by our company. This is myself and my fellow employee. My personal experience is 14 years old. I would like to tell you more about Murmansk Oblast. The Murmansk Oblast has 3 peninsulas, the Kola Peninsula, Rybachi, and the third one. The Murmansk city is the hub. We have 2 airports. One is in Murmansk, the second in Kirovsk. It's in the south of the Kola Peninsula, where the major ski resort of northwest Russia is located. So we have the Hibin Mountains in the south. This is the naked summit mountains from Sami language. And I would like to tell you more about one of the most well-developed route in Murmansk region. 70% of tourists are going into that. So my little map is in Russian language only, but I think that you will be able to know what is there. Every corner of Murmansk Oblast has its own milestones. On Rybachi and Severny peninsulas will give you a chance to see the mammals, sea mammals, dolphins and whales. From May to November you can see whales, and we could also see the Sami people, indigenous people who live in Sweden, Norway and Finland, and on the Kola Peninsula in Russia. So, our 3-day tour is represented by the most attractive sites in the Murmansk Oblast. Day 1 is the Mormon City itself. Murmansk is the largest city in the world in the Arctic Circle. Our Kola Bay doesn't freeze in winter, and you can fly just in 2 hours from Moscow and 1:45 from St. Petersburg. We are located in the Moscow time zone, and we have a unique weather phenomenon, which is the polar lights. Most of the tourists are coming to us to see the polar lights or aurora borealis. We have the polar night. It's dark behind my window. It starts on the 2nd of December and ends on the 11th of January. We have no sun at this time of the year, but still we have very good illumination, and we do like our polar nights because our city looks different. And the third phenomenon is the polar day, when sun never sets, and from early May we call it white nights, and they are very, popular in St. Petersburg. Middle May to middle July we have polar day. The sun never sets, and we wake up at 3 a.m. and the sun is shining. And from July to mid-August, this is the second period of white nights. So it's daytime 4 months a year, and we can extend our guided tours not only to day but to night time as well. As I said, the major 3-day tour is made up of the following. Day 1, City of Murmansk, major sites. This is a monument to Alyosha, the largest monument beyond the Arctic Circle, 42 meters, to the defenders of the Soviet Arctic, a memorial of the Soviet soldiers who died there and defended the polar regions of Russia. We also visit the 5-angle square and the Romanov on Murman. This is the initial name of Murmansk, which was founded by Nicholas II, Tsar of Russia. And Ledak icebreaker Lenin, of course, is a must to see because you have heard about it. It was closed for a while, but now this the first atomic nuclear icebreaker is ready for you. It's waiting for you. And Aurora Borealis, the polar lights, day 2. We are going to Teriberka village. What it means that we are going to the north, to the edge of the earth. You will see a wonderful waterfall or dragon eggs. This is a dragon egg beach on the rightmost corner, and you can bathe in the Barents Sea or in the Arctic Ocean. Its average temperature is 4 degrees above 0 Celsius, and we have tourists who do that. So we go to the very north edge of the planet Earth. So you're standing on the edge, and it's just ocean in front of you. So Riviera village is the edge of light. And day 3, we are going to the Sami village. As I said, the Sami is indigenous population of the Kola Peninsula, and we have lots of names or definitions in Sami language. What did Sami before? They did reindeer herding, fishing, and hunting. And as we live in the north, reindeer, our north reindeer, is everything. It is means of transportation. It is a source of skin. And what can we see in the Sami village? We would deep dive into the culture of that wonderful people. So this is an open-air museum where you can see a chance to make a wish at Sami idols. You would have a chance to feed on reindeer, take a picture, and in Sami village you will be able to see white foxes, husky, or rabbits, or foxes. Sometimes you can catch them. And a must is reindeer herding, the banana on the snow, behind the snowmobile, and you would taste national cuisine and national costumes photo as well. As I said, the main tour that attracts 70% of tourists, but our Murmansk Oblast is unique because we have helicopter tours, boat trips, angling in outer sea or in rivers, the photo hunting for whales. We have 80% of tundra, 80% of our territory is not populated. Snowmobile, quadricycle tours, snow dog sledging tours. Sometimes you can go on a week on snowmobile for a week, and you just can see a lot. Of course, our Murmansk Oblast is famous for its food. Feel the taste of the Arctic, as we always say to our tourists. What you can taste, it's reindeer meat, cod, it's halibut. You can dive, you can catch scallops, crabs, or hedgehogs, sea hedgehogs yourself, and try it immediately on the ship. Northern berries, moroshka, blueberry, blackberry. It's more than 20 restaurants in Murmansk Oblast serve Arctic cuisine. And certainly, as I say, and many have already mentioned today, and no one of my colleagues have mentioned the Northern Lights. Why? Because the best polar lights are in our north. It was considered before that polar lights happen in winter time only, but this is a natural phenomenon and it does not depend on the time of the year. It may happen in summer or in winter, but in summertime we cannot see it, but since the late August to the middle of April, you have a unique chance to see the polar lights. And now imagine yourself that basically every night we have polar lights. Well, it is not visible in the city. You have to go further away. Sometimes the city lights, prevent from watching it, but we have special spots. And what is the probability to see the polar lights? So we can track all those things. Is it worth going there today or tomorrow? This is polar lights hunting. This does not mean that we are going somewhere and it is there. No. In my practice, it happened 4 times only. All the rest is hunting. We need to hunt. We are going across a few places. We are hiding. We're trying to catch it, to take good pictures, to make a video footage. I cannot explain what it is. You have to see it. This is a few pictures about polar reindeer and Murmansk. The top picture is a picture of Murmansk, the 9th, 10th of January. So this is the time when the polar night is over, and this is the first sun that we have. A unique event when you have when you don't see sun for a month, and then the first rays of sun coming. This is unexplainable. Anti-Riviera on the bottom picture. And as I said, our travel company has been working for 20 years in the market. We work with Russian and domestic Russian tour operators. We have a lot of knowledge. Why us? Because we travel all our routes ourselves. As a guide, I write an itinerary myself. If I make a new one, I have to travel along the route, make a trip, make a map, draft an itinerary, I order, I run the math, and teach my guides. I don't work directly as a guide with foreign colleagues, but we have English-speaking, French-speaking, Spanish, Italian-speaking guides, in German as well, they can speak. And this is it. I wanted to tell you all the best, and this is our contact details. There is an Instagram page that we have. It's called Raduga Severa 51, and you can find videos there that we saw the whales. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, Elena. Thank you very much indeed. I would watch that video myself. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, best regards from the Russian Federal Agency for Tourism in Moscow. Our today's program is nearing completion. Thank you for being with us. We have more than 400 listeners from 45 countries of the world. So this is our statistics, and our Russian travel hub keeps working. We are going to operate tomorrow and on the 15th and the 16th, the networking days, and please make your meetings, choose partners, use filters, and do the networking. We look forward to meeting you. The organizer of today's Russian Travel Hub was the Federal Agency for Tourism, Rus Tourism of Russia, St. Petersburg Tourism Committee, and Profi.Travel, Media Holding, as well as the Russian Union of Travel Companies. Have a good night, and until next time.